Hey everyone, my name is Scott Dickens. I'm a two-time Olympic swimmer for Canada, and my best event was breaststroke. Here we go, round one. Is it true that professional swimmers shave their whole body before a race? If so, who do you trust with a racer? Yeah, it is true. We do shave. We usually try and do it before major competitions, Olympic trials, Olympic games. But what's more important about shaving is that it gets rid of the excess hair, which does cause resistance. But more importantly, it removes a layer of dead skin. So your skin becomes like hypersensitive, which means you can hold more water and have a better feeling for the water. And that's honestly such a cool feeling. What are the benefits of swimming compared to other forms of exercise? That's a great question. For one, swimming's unique because you're in water. So it's going to be providing endurance, but also resistance training at the same time because water's 800 times more dense than air. So it works your muscles in a different way than, let's say, if you're on a bike or running outside. It also works your lungs in a different way because you're also having to breathe differently because you have to coordinate that breath while breathing out underwater and taking in breath when you're out of water. Who is the best at swimming? Well, I think we all know that answer. It's Michael Phelps. He's won 23 Olympic gold medals and another 5 medals on top of that for a total of 28. Better than any other Olympian for any other sport in the history of the Olympic Games. So I'm just going to leave it at that one. What inspired you to start swimming? I've always loved the water from a young age, and after I excelled through all my swimming lessons and couldn't go any further, my parents were looking for a sport to help take care of all that extra energy I had, and just so happened there was a pool and a team nearby, and after I joined, the rest was history. What was the most important piece of advice you would give to someone just starting swimming? Find the right Speedo. Um, Ask for help for someone that knows how to swim well, because getting a few tips and pointers will help you accelerate your learning curve much faster. Those learning tips can involve technique. Getting comfortable with the element of water can be a foreign place for a lot of people if you didn't grow up swimming. So most important thing is have fun, get comfortable in the water, and get some help. Is it true that some people can swim before they can walk or talk? I think so. I am a father of 2 children, and I took my kids swimming from a very young age. And surprisingly enough, if you let them go, which is very, very, frightening, they float on their back. So they do, in a sense, swim. But yeah, I think it is true. Do you have any pre-race rituals or superstitions? I think every athlete has a pre-race ritual and superstition. So I have a number of them. My favorite pump-up song is from Rocky 3, Eye of the Tiger. I like to find a quiet space before my race, about 20 minutes, put a towel over my head, just breathe and think about my race strategy. And I like to be at the pool, the competition venue, 2 hours prior to my race so I can backtrack my routine accordingly. But everyone has their own ritual, and it's really important to have that routine and ritual so you can stay focused. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen someone do in a pool? I don't think I could say that on camera. There was this one lady when I was training at university that would cover herself head to toe in Vaseline before she got in the pool. Weirdest thing I've ever seen. Are some people naturally better at swimming than others? If so, why? I think so. I mean, it comes down to probably a couple of things. Your flexibility of certain joints. I know a lot of backstrokers that have hyperextended elbows. I mean, if you look at my lat, it's going to be kind of gross. And, I think it comes down to natural ability and feel for the water, but I'm sure other sports have those same tendencies. Do you need a swim cap if you're bald? No. But one of my best friends on the Canadian Olympic team was bald, and he did not wear a swim cap at the Olympics. So you don't have to, but if you want to, go for it. How many calories does swimming burn? It burns a lot. The worse your technique is, the more calories you actually will burn because you're actually fighting the water and the resistance of water more. With myself and many other swimmers that have done it their whole life, we can cut through the water pretty fast and efficient just because we've learned how to do so. But that being said, when we, work really hard, we're going to burn just as many calories as someone else. How do you get better at swimming? If you want to get better at swimming, you just got to practice, work on that technique, and put in the time and effort. You can't hope to get better if you don't get in the water. How often did you train for the Olympics, and did you have a special diet? On a given day, we train about 4 to 5 hours, and you do that 6 days a week and having one day off, which would be Sunday. My diet consisted of high protein, but also a number of other vegetables and carbohydrates. Very hard to consume the amount of calories I did because I was around 9 to 10,000 calories a day based on trying to gain weight and, build up muscle mass because I was a sprinter. How far can you swim underwater? I once swam over 100 meters underwater, and it was not a great experience. Nearly passed out. Is swimming good for you? Is swimming good for you? Well, it's a full body exercise. You're working your core, your legs, your shoulders, your arms. So yeah, I would say so. That's why I did it for 23 years.